Hey, what's happening? This is the second part of my serial killer collection. The first one was the part one. This is the concluding part. Serial killers from America has the overflowing with the history is anyway with American serial killers. This is the other part of my collection. Serial killers from around the world, the rest of the world, other than America. Let's start off with Canada. Nationality and all that. I found this film quite crap. I've not played any music this time. I'm just going to go through them as quick as I can because I don't want to jaw flap for too long. Robert Picton, the pig farm murderer, outside Vancouver. The film was crap. It was directed by that German guy, Lomal. I mean, I'd probably won't hold on to this. This was part of my collection at one point, but nah, I don't want to. Carla. There's been a few documentaries about her. Well, the actual serial killer is it Paul Bernard Badando, or whatever you call him, Paul, outside Toronto, the Scarborough rapist. This was his wife, partner in crime. So, it's quite shocking what he'd done. You wouldn't expect it from Canada, but rapist. This is a all-star cast one. The chicken coop murder was. I've forgotten the guy's name, but I know he was from Canada and he killed loads of young boys in the 1920s. In California. I can't think of the guy's name, but I just know he was Canadian. I just thought I'd there. Yep. Now on to Australia. Wolf Creek. Ivan Millet, is that how you pronounce his name? Mick Taylor is a fictional bushman. He is a bit of the Australian boogeyman, really. He is based off Ivan Millet, the backpacker killer. He does portray the guy quite well. John Jowett, you're the Mick Taylor, Wolf Creek 2. Bloody weeper. It's a bit. It's strange that the tourists tend to be English and German, but mainly English, and that's another fucking. I will go into it. On to the UK. Prince of Poisoners: The Life and Crimes of William Palmer. This is more of a drama. It's more of a drama than a feature film, but he was a Victorian doctor who poisoned people he was a poisoner. That was his method, obviously. I did try and get a hold of is it Graham Young, the Prince of Poisoners? The Young Poisoners Handbook? Someone Young, what was his name? I wanted to get hold of that, but when it was on DVD, it was around about £100, and I don't want to get it on VHS because no one has those type of aerials anymore. Or, SCART leads or whatever they call them. Keith Allen, Lily Allen's dad plays him. We all know this one. It's a bit too cliched. I'm not really too bothered about Jack the Ripper. No one knows who the guy was. He is quite interesting. There's quite a few other films that were made about him, but I don't want to get too many. I just Johnny Depp's in here, and quite a few other stars. Ian Holm, quite an all-star cast in here. Came out in 2001, I think. It is a good film, but it is a bit too cliched, Jack the Ripper, for me. 10. Wellington Place. Special edition. Joha Reginald Christie. The Blitz days of London. He's usually he's a creepy bald guy who killed women. Richard Attenborough, John Hurt. And I thought that they made a remake of this. It's a good film. It's quite interesting. It came out in 1971, so it's quite. It's got that creepy classic vibe about it. This is like a drama, as it's ITV. It's not yeah, it's a drama. It's more, there's dramas in this films. John Haig, yeah, the acid bath murderer. He was a calculated murderer. He was like an animal in a way. He killed people for money, you know, like animals kill for food, humans kill for money. So yeah, he was a clever guy, but very primitive, very animalistic at the same time. Yeah, he killed them. He bloody bagged all their money and bloody kept on living the high life. The bastard. Is for acid. Yeah, the acid bath killer. Killed a mouse as well. I think this is Joseph. I think it's Joseph Smith is his name. The bride's in the bath. He killed 3 women. There's another one from you know, like prehistoric, well, early last century England, the UK, and yeah, he lures them, kills them in the bath, and yeah, he's another, you know, wealth power site. Dodgy. Cold light of day, you know, stop blowing. Apologise. Yeah, on it. So this my phone I've got's got a crap camera, so this is the only one well, it's a crap phone, it's a bit The Cold Light of Day. Dennis Nielsen. He was described as the British Jeffrey Dahmer, but I don't like talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, everyone bloody talks about the yeah, interesting case. Another drama. I've not seen a drama with this guy. That guy, David Tennant, yeah, he played him. I've not seen a drama, but yeah. This came out in 1989. It's quite expensive, actually. Yeah, I thought they'd have redistributed this, but yeah. It's an interesting film. Yeah, I won't call him... He's Scottish. So I won't call him like the British Jeffrey Dahmer, I'd call him the Scottish Jeffrey Dahmer, but yeah, he was a homosexual and he killed his fellow homosexual, so yeah, he was one of those types. Yeah, Peter. As I say, a lot of people are obsessed with this guy. If too many people are obsessed with, like, you know, a bit of an acclaimed serial killer, everyone's like, I don't know, like the white love letters to these type of despicable people, infamousy. But yeah, it was a good film. It was more of a psychological profile study, and it was a weird film, but yeah, there was no violence in it. It was just a kind of, yeah, you have to check it out for yourself. It's a good film. The Yorkshire Whipper. Yeah. Harold Shipman, Dr. Death. This is only a 12. Out of all of the serial killers I own, this is the only one that's only weighted 12 by the BBFC. I don't know how it'd be weighted in other countries. But yeah, I don't know if it's released in any other countries. But yeah, this guy was a bit up himself, really. The guy, yeah, what was his name? Yeah, it was James Bull. I mean, he portrayed him as a bit of an arrogant arse, bit of an arsehole, really, a bit pompous up himself, educated, you know, posh twit. You know. But yeah, he's got, in real life, there's he does look like a Wolf Harris Wallen type. But yeah, countless he killed up to about I'd say estimate 200, who knows, he just injected them, you know, he obviously had a thing against the elderly. Bloody, you know, he killed himself before he became elderly, the bastard. Right. I just thought I'd put this in here for more ladies. Yeah, there's plenty of female serial killers, but not many of them have been made into films. So, yeah, she was Hungarian, you know, the vampiress Countess of Blood. She was more of a tyrant, but you know, she does have a bit of a body count. But she was more of a like queen, you know, historic dictator. I think the Queen of Madagascar, she was a bit nasty as well. So, but yeah, this, as I say, I just thought I'd include more females. Evelenko. Right, these are fallen. Yeah, I'm on to fallen films now. This isn't well, Malcolm McDowell. This is a Russian serial killer, but the cast, yeah, it's an English-speaking cast. I'd prefer if the Russians make that. I don't think the Russians would want to make the Washed Off Whipper. Washed Off Whipper, that's his name there. Even this, I think this is a Czech release. It's dubbed in Czech and Hungarian, but it's also dubbed in English. I think this probably was released. I think you can get it. I don't know. They did. But yeah, he was a real ruthless Soviet. Yeah, Evelenko. It's a good film. It's quite long. It's very bleak. It's very bleak. It's quite sure he's turned on by biting and eating people. Right, the two German movies now, Deutsch movies. I think there was another film made about this guy. The Death Maker. Fritz Harman, I think he was called. Well, he is called that. This is this is Region 1 American release. It's him being interviewed. Yeah, you can see that there. You can pause it if you want. I'll just look it up for yourself. It's quite shocking how he goes into details of how sexuality. He tries to fool them by playing dumb, and how he like dismembered his male victims. Yeah, he was another gay slayer. Well, he was a gay slayer. He was gay himself, but he was also a gay slayer. Usually, yeah, those homosexuals that murder other homosexuals, that type. He just used to say, yeah. Thank you, Germany. Yes, he mentioned, yeah, like, you know, a grown man going on that he used to confessing that he also used to shit his pants, rather than and also, yeah, murdering people. He goes a bit weird. He is a weirdo. It's complete. It's quite chilling actually. It's quite his eyes and all that. He does look like a fucking. This is an interesting one. The Golden Glove. Fritz, what was his name? Fritz. Yeah, this is also an American release. Fritz Honda, yeah, there we go. I think he only murdered 4 people, but it's enough to be classed as a serial killer. Set in 1970s Hamburg. A very gritty film, you know, like you say, yeah, a good old gritty film. You know, it's either in like, you know, this is just slime, just mould and slime. Biscuit, I can't think of his name. Biscuit, what? This I discovered this off Horror Channel. I'll leave his link. I'm not too sure if he'll. I can't think of his name, but this fellow horror collector. Well, you know, I'm not really a horror. I'm an amateur horror film collector. I was introduced to this. I can't think of his name. It's like BitChute Horror Reviews or something. It begins with a B. But yeah, thanks for the introduction. But yeah, 2 German films. You see, I'm stuttering. I can't fucking think of things on the spot. It's better off just fucking playing music. Strangled, yeah, this is a Hungarian film. Hungarian serial killer film. I've only watched it once. It's quite... You do have to concentrate. It's quite like a... It's one of those like joyless thrillers really. There's not much humour in there. It's another type of bleak film. It was set in 1960s Hungary. But yeah, it's not much is said about who the serial killer was, but it's one from Hungary. I'm glad to have added it to the, you know, the foreign segment of my serial killer collection. So yeah, it's a good film. Yes. Just have to watch it again. Oh shit! I've left that. Oh yeah, these are 2 Irish serial killers. I forgot to. How'd they get messed up in there? Yeah. More of a comedy than. I think they made a 70s version of. There was a 70s film about Burke and Hare, you know, the Irish body snatchers, operated in Glasgow, but yeah, it's more of a... Can't really take this too seriously, really. I don't mind how Andy Serkis, but nah, Simon Pegg. Ever since that that film that everyone likes, since then that's find it quite annoying really. Nothing too much against him, but it's just not my type of. Here we go. I don't know much about this. I just know he was I think it was the 90s or the 80s. He was a serial killer in Hong Kong, Dr. Lam, and he was a cab driver. And yeah, he was a whipper type. Yeah, he was a lady killer. It's quite some gruesome scenes in there. How he dismembers the bodies and how he plays around with them while they're dead. It's a bit. Yeah, it's quite a morbid film. It's quite comical. Yeah, there's a bit of a kind of Chinese slapstick humour. You know, like a demently dark-witted slapstick. You know, they have that type of element. You know, like Hong Kong films. I'm not sure if it's, but yeah, it's a sea ball. I've not seen that, but you know, the darkly humorous. You know, yeah, Dr. Lam. Yeah, it's quite. Glad I collected it. The Man-Eater. This is a film from Thailand, but the murderer, he isn't Thai, he's Chinese. He's he immigrated to Thailand in was it the 50s, I think, and yeah, he was a bit of a sickly man. He was a bit troubled. He was quite obviously the Thai guys, but you know his people, the Thais. Well, obviously he worked around, bullied him and all that. He felt very alone, and yeah, he was a weirdo. He killed children. He was a bit of a cannibal, all that type of thing. Yeah, I'm glad to have added this to my collection. I think his body's on a display in a museum. Yeah. To finish with COLDFISH. This is a good film. The director has directed quite a lot of other films. I think he directed Love Exposure. I can't really pronounce his, well, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce his name, I mean. Yeah, nevertheless, a very good film. It's quite a long film. It's based off a serial killer couple. They get this ordinary guy involved in his, yeah, it is based off real people, but yeah, tropical. There were in real life there were like prize-winning show dogs. In this version, in this film, it's tropical fish. But yeah, he sees some very graphic moments of dismemberment. You know, cutting up bodies. You know, getting rid of the evidence, all that type of thing, and putting this ordinary guy into horrific situations. He's a peaceful man, and this is this older. Like, he has a bit of charisma. He's a bit. He does try and, like, you know, mesmerise you. He gets you under your wing. He tries to fool you as a manipulator. Yeah, all that type of thing. And he's one badass son of a bitch. You do feel for this guy. You know, family him. It's a psychological serial killer thriller horror. It is. Yeah, it's quite gory, but. Yeah, it's a good film, yeah. I'm glad I want to include this as part of my, because it is based off real crimes. So, there's the rest of my serial killer DVD / Blu-ray serial killer collection. Thanks for watching. And to finish, part 3, yeah. Serial killer couples. There was one, you know, the honeymoon killers. Yeah, I mentioned that was in the other. I was in part 1, but yeah, I forgot to put that aside. Thanks for watching.